That
Yes.
you always say, don't get too high, don't get too low. Like, just stay consistent. Stay at this one level place.
Welcome back, folks. This is another episode of It's About Payroll, episode 137, not 37, 137. And before we get into the year and season review that we're going to have on this episode, have some fun with it. What's up, Walt? How you doing today, sir?
Blessed, excited to be here, bro. Just getting over this head cold that you heard a lot about.
Walt was a soldier this week, man. We had so much work to do and just getting through it and pushing through. Thanks for that.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate it, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm all right, man. I'm excited. The holidays are here and it's always a nice energy. I like the holidays. It's always a cool energy around the holidays. Everybody has their different opinions about it. I think I always, even when I was dead broke, it was always fun. You know what I mean? During the holidays, the energy was cool. Everything was good. Made the most exactly. Made the most of it. I had a little coquito already today.
Little coquito, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Mom's coquito, or?
Well, no, it's wifey's coquito.
Wifey's, all right.
Yeah, my mom is in New York, but as the mother-in-law is in the wifey's coquito. Yeah. So, yeah, man, it was good. Yeah, man, that's it, bro. So we're gonna get into a little season in review as we do at the end of every season. We're going to talk about what we liked about this past season. And before that, though, we get some pay news. What you got for us today, Walt?
Man, so I was thinking about taxes. Tax season is coming around the corner. So if you're listening live or listening to this episode, make sure you update your information, update and check with your employer. Make sure you got all that you need updated so you get your W-2 or your 1099 sent to the right place, or you have access to it to get the digital copy of it as well. So my article is from www.ussc.gov, and it has some quick facts about tax fraud in the United States. Mind you, this is from 2022, but the link will be in the show notes.
Yes.
So it talked about the offender demographics, right? So they're typically male. 74% of offenders are male that commit tax fraud. 91% of them are U.S. citizens. So about 9 or 10% of them are non-U.S. citizens. When it comes to the race or ethnicity, almost 53% of the perpetrators are white. About 26% are black, and 15%, around 16% are Hispanic.
Alrighty then.
The average sentence is about 14 months. And the sentencing guidelines, I think they said it's because I think it says 65.5% within guideline range. I don't know what that means, but
within the sentencing guideline range.
And then the financial impact, which I have found interesting here, is that they said per offense, the average tax loss is a little over $1 million.
Yep. And that's crazy because it kind of, how can I say, confirms a suspicion I had or a feeling I had with the true crimes that we do, right? In the true crimes, I feel like people are getting millions of dollars and get 18 months in jail. Now, I know not everybody's going to be able to do the 18 months but I feel like if you were smart and stole millions of dollars and you did the right thing with it, you come back home to a bag.
Yeah.
Right. So I think I don't know. Oh, no, wait. There are fines attached to it, too. And there's fines and they have to repay it. So they probably on a payment plan for the rest of their life. But still, if you saved those millions or did something smart with it, invested it smart, like in somebody else's name. But I don't know. I feel like the punishment doesn't match the crime. And the numbers support that.
Yeah, man. All right. So what you got for us, bro?
I got a little spotlight on small business. We always talk about, oh man, there's so many payroll vendors out there, softwares and this and that and the third. Here's one out of San Francisco called Homebase, and they are all-in-one HR and team management solution for small businesses. They're celebrating a decade of empowering hourly employees. Since its founding in 2014, Homebase has become a vital partner for small businesses, helping schedule 8 billion hours and processing over 4 million paychecks, totaling 3 billion in gross payments to workers. So those are nice, impressive numbers, right?
There's an applause, right?
Good work. Nice. We're stepping it up, y'all, for the new year. This year has been a remarkable year for Homebase as their journey is characterized by significant growth and recognition, but also a commitment to ongoing innovation. Homebase, if you're not familiar, and as I wasn't, but I love discovering and I can't say discovering, but learning about these new businesses out there in the world that are successful that we never hear of, right? We only hear about the same top businesses. Anyway, I love giving a little shine to these small business, so not these little, they're small business, but not highly recognized. Homebase is an everything app for hourly teams with employee scheduling, time clocks, payroll, team communication, HR, and more. More than 100,000 small but mighty businesses use and rely on Homebase to make work radically easy and give their team superpowers. As a leader in small business team management, Homebase tracked 1 billion hours for 2.5 million plus workers last year.
That's what's up.
So that's awesome. Yeah. Shout out to Homebase. And that's it, man. And before we get into it, we got a little bills to pay. Shout out to TimeTrack Go. If you are following them on social media, you will see one of their leaders dressing up as Santa Claus and doing some drops on TikTok and Instagram. They're all out there. It's dope. So shout out to TimeTrack Go. And if you're tired of messy timesheets and complicated time clock software, TimeTrack Go is an intuitive solution that makes managing employee hours simple and efficient. But don't take our word for it. Customers have given TimeTrack Go a 4.7 out of 5 stars on Capterra, and they have been awarded badges for best ease of use and best customer service again in 2024. And here is what some of the customers are saying. They say it's a great value, a best clock-in app on the market, great time clock for the modern office, intuitive and efficient, simple to use, price right, and the customer support is awesome.
To learn more about a simply better solution for time tracking, real-time reporting, PTO automation, payroll integrations, or more, you want to visit www.timetrackgo.com. That's TimeTrack go.com and start your 14-day free trial today. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, man. All right, man. We're talking about the season, our year in review, and our takeaways, man. I know you got some stuff written down here. I just have the little sheet. To me, pretty much everything that you have written down is the same thing I took away.
Yeah, because I just summed up the season, like what we did this season, because it was, I don't know, it was we covered the Wednesday's true crime, which is great. I love that story. It was a story about a worker at Wendy's that was embezzling, really, single mom, making minimum wage-ish money and found a way to make some extra money, but she got caught. Audits will catch up.
She was in a position where she could leverage her authority or her access.
She's in a trusted position.
Yep. She did some stuff that she made a choice.
Oh, thanks, man. Somebody just sent us some good looking, and I think that was for us. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. And then, so that was an interesting story. It's tough. Me and Walt had our different comments. Oh my gosh, is it justified? Is it that? Is it this? Anywho, that was a good one. We covered California in some, and for the like deductions and different payroll things. We covered earned wage access.
Yep.
Which is a hot topic now. EWA is like pay on demand for all those live. If you're working and your company gives you the ability to get your money daily or weekly, even though your pay period is maybe every 2 weeks, or you get it early, that's called earned wage access. And it's honestly, it's facing some scrutiny. The government wants to call it advanced payday loans. Right. And I don't think it's that. I think that knowing as a payroll professional, I know how it works, and I don't think it should be considered an advanced payday loan. That's just my opinion. Yeah. We try to get some of our guests to come on the show and talk about it that have in the past, and they can't because they're actively trying to lobby the laws and all that stuff. They're like, look, we can't shake the boat either way. Mm-hmm. So that was it was a good subject for payroll people because I remember even saying, should payroll people even care about it? And yes, we should, because there's a reconciling item that we need to be aware of. And customers, your employees need to know how to get customer service to it to find out how it's working for them. You know what I mean?
What else? Like, I know you have the giver on here with Elena
So
and
that
Cynthia.
was, I think I think my biggest takeaway from the season that really was great for me is our guests. We had the Giver, Cynthia and Elena, the founders of the Giver software out of the UK,
Mhm.
and they built a new payroll from scratch, and they're killing it over there. The HR piece is worldwide already, and the payroll engine is just on the UK side.
Yeah, what's the
But
one thing they said they want to do, right? They said they want to be disruptors, right? They want to
yes,
disrupt. So that's what they're
they,
doing over there.
they're disrupting. And I love how Cynthia, I kind of get them confused face wise because they took a picture together recently, and I was like, yo, you guys look like sisters. One of them said they want to, Elena, because
You're
I
right.
remember Cynthia, the name thing was Cynthia. Elena said that basically it was simple statement. She's uncomplicate payroll. And I was like, I love that phrase and stuff, you know. And then to round it out, our interview with Mark Mears, and I'm still reading the book. It really hit home for me, and it's still having impact on my day to day and my thought process and my healing, growing, learning right now. My process. Yeah, if you guys haven't read, it's a great book, Mark Mears. I don't have it with me, I have it bedside. It's The Purposeful Leadership, right? What's the name of
Purposeful
it?
revolution, something like that.
How do we not know? We're the
I
worst
don't
right
know.
now, folks.
So I'm still waiting for my book to hit to
Mark,
read it. So
you got to send me the discount code.
the purposeful growth revolution,
There
falling
you
to
go.
grow from leader to legacy builder.
Yeah, purpose. Yes, we had him on the show. Great guests. What else?
Yeah,
So that was it for me. What about you?
yeah, everything you said, right?
But
So
yeah, but what's your take?
everything.
Anything that resonates for
No,
you? You
it,
think
it, it,
about?
it's the same thing, right? I could, one of the things, one of the takeaways from our episode with Mark was what he said about purpose and passion, right? Because you and I had a little chat about a debate, and I'm
Yep.
interested with what the listeners, even those in live, what you think as purpose and passion are the same, right? It's my initial response to Brian was, yeah, they're different. You know what I'm saying? They're totally different things. Purpose, and I went to Google and Googled everything and made sure that I was correct about that stuff. And Brian said, "Yeah, I would have agreed with you until I read Mark's book."
Yep.
And so that was a good takeaway from the interaction with Mark and some of the other things he was saying about faith over fear and different things like that. Man, it really just gave some motivation in places that was needed too. You know what I'm saying? And then another takeaway for me was the potluck
Oh
episode.
yes, that was fun. That episode was so much fun, and I love
Yeah,
the clips that went out. I think a lot of folks had a lot of fun with that.
yeah, it was good, man. It was good. It was interesting talking about the different things. And I know that you said that you you don't like potlucks, right?
No,
Because you can't
no,
trust everybody's
you
cooking,
can't
right?
trust everybody for it, especially if you don't know them. I think
I
it
was
just
trying to
really,
listen.
yeah, it's just too many variables. You got to really know your team and have no. It's like friends, basically. Like I don't know. It's too many variables for me to be comfortable with in a work setting. I think ordering food is much better, even if you have to pool together. If you guys are just, you know what I'm saying? Why don't everybody throw $20 in the pot and
Man,
just order
and
something,
look, bring something bad. And it's something that is going to be memorable for everybody, memorably bad. Like people are
dude?
going to be like seeing you in their heads to go leave.
No doubt. Yeah, they just were like, though. Yeah.
Hard.
So
It was
they,
good stuff, man, and a lot of good takeaways. I think Mark definitely spoke to both of us about our transition in life that we're in the middle of now. We're trying to grow from that leadership to that legacy, right? Trying to become legacy builders and build those things. And think about where I was when I was younger, right? And how my mindset was, and like more so survival based. And now it's coming from a place of coming from a heal place, like you said, having more healing. And
yep,
I'll be frank and be open, like getting that therapy, getting the healing that I
yep,
needed,
yep.
forgiving myself and finding that forgiveness from other people, man. Like it really brought some change into my life and just really grateful. And Mark just, his words reverberated with me, resonated with me. And it's good to really hear that, man. And what about you, bro?
No, again, like I said, it's just I haven't even gotten that far. So in the book he talks about seasons of life, and
Yeah.
just in the book he connects nature to our lives and how in life we go through different seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall. And I connected with the winter part of it. I felt, oh
Yeah.
man, I'm shedding, getting
Mhm.
bare, and then regrowth, the rejuvenation, a rebirth of things, and in that a healing process, right? I think that's where I landed with it the most
That's
and
what's up.
really resonated with me. Yeah.
All right, man. So, what about the year in a whole? What'd you take away from it, like this year?
Man, I don't know.
I'll start, man. For me,
Go
like,
for it. Yeah, please.
it's been like peaks and valleys this year. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yes.
been highs and lows. Something that
Yes.
you always say: don't get too high, don't get too low. Like, just stay consistent. Stay at this one level place, so you don't get too full of yourself, hard on yourself, man. Like, we got to give each other grace. Got to give ourselves grace, and just learn to really just accept that and just live in that vein. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's been a crazy year, man. It's been a crazy year. It's a election year. It's been a lot of stuff
Yep.
going on. A lot of hurricanes, a lot of natural disasters have happened this year.
Bro, there's still wars going on.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know? I'm sorry to sidetrack. This is such a, you made me think of the wars. Sorry for the tangent. But did you know, and where we on time? Yeah, we'll wrap it up soon. Did you know that the Vietnam War lasted 20 years?
Yeah. Even less a
I
woman.
didn't, I didn't know that. I didn't, in Mark's book, in the book I'm reading, and it says maybe not more. I don't know because I'm also reading Atomic Habits at the same time. One of them said it just had a line that said, "Oh, as the Vietnam War entered its 16th year," and I was
Mhm.
like, "16 years? What are you?
Yeah.
I've never known this. I had no. And now it makes I mean, it makes sense because that's why people talked about it so much, and it was such an
Yeah.
impactful war on the world and the country. But the thing
Yeah.
lasted 20 years, and that so many movies on it, whatever. I did not know that, bro. I was today years old when I realized that. And I was just like, wow, no wonder. And yeah, sorry, a sidebar tangent. I just didn't. I
No,
never
it's
knew.
good. It's good,
Yeah.
bro. Check out Mark's book again.
Yes.
Purposeful Growth
Growth
Revolution.
Revolution.
It's on Amazon, Audible, all those different places.
Yeah.
So,
Best selling.
what are your goals for next year, bro? And next season of the podcast?
Man, honestly, for the podcast, and the same goal for everything in my life right now is to take what I learned and apply it. And that's really it. Just be intentional, take what I learned, apply it to make a change. One of the things in Atomic
Yeah.
Habits, it says 1% growth every day is still growth,
Yeah.
right? Like you're growing. In a year's time, that 1% growth every day is going to add up as opposed to if you don't grow or stay stagnant and not grow and like decline
Yeah.
in that year. You're gonna be in a much better place in a year from now if only you grow 1%. A lot of us are like, I want to be. They give you. We give ourselves such lofty goals, and right now is a big time of New Year's resolutions, and everybody's gonna have these lofty New Year's resolutions and not hit any of them, and then go through that
Yeah.
cycle.
I don't mind the loftiness of the goals. I just would prefer that we plan those things out and we find a plan of action. Because I could say all day, yeah,
A good call out.
I'm going to lose weight. Whatever, plan out and schedule out stuff to eat properly, to eat better, to work out what I'm going to target. Then I'm just blowing hot air, basically, like you're saying, bro.
Yeah,
So I
pretty
think
much.
we got to have a plan of action, build those things out, talk about those different things, and go from there. And we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I could think of when it comes to that. And I look, because I'm a dreamer. I dream
No
big.
doubt. No
I
doubt.
dream big. Even you got to reel me, you try to reel me in sometimes, and like bring it back down to earth. Bro, I'm dreaming so much, and
But yeah, no, look, it's a good yin and yang, right? Because I've learned to let you go with it and not why, right? Dream, dare to dream, right? And just be like, now I've gotten to a point where I'm like, yes, that is the dream. And then how do we get there?
the
Just like
plan,
you
right?
said, the plan, right? How do we get to that part?
Just
Yeah.
like we're working out, just like when you start working out in the beginning, you may not necessarily see all the weight drop or all the muscles pop or whatever it is that you're trying to do. But if you stay consistent, then you start to see change little by little. That's just like with this podcast thing that we've been doing for so long. There's been moments, man, just being transparent. There's been moments where we've been like, hey, is this it?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. No, I'm done. Let's wrap it up.
You know what I'm saying, right? So, but you got to keep going and keep pushing. For me, next year, the goal is to keep expanding, to keep challenging ourselves, to learn more, to become better, to educate and empower not only ourselves, but those who are listening to us and associated with us.
Yep.
That's what it is for me, man.
Yep.
That's what it is for me, man. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the live, Rich Walk, Malarco, everybody that's been here. Give us some love, some likes, whatever. Thank you for joining our first live.
Yeah, be easy on us. Our first time. Let us know. Give us some comments. What do you guys want to see? What do you guys like in lives? I was just watching somebody I follow do her live fest and whatnot, and she's a good, how can I say, personality. She does, I think it's Crystal Vargas. She does the congas. She plays the congas and whatnot.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I think you got a little payroll pop quiz here.
Yeah, man, I got a little payroll pop quiz.
I like it. Okay, how do we do this then?
All right, so I came up with these questions. So I didn't tell you anything because I figured maybe it'll prompt him to get his own questions for me or whatever. I know the answers to these because I've researched before. So just wanted to pop quiz.
Okay, so it's my pop quiz.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so you ask and I'll see.
All right, so we got 3 questions. So question number 1, what is another term for a tech stack? A, technical stacking. B, a solution stack. C, AI takeover. Or D, a tech deck.
I think there's a possibilities here, but I'm gonna go with B, solution stack.
Right, see that? That's what that big old head is good for.
That's right. All right, cool.
All right. Number 2, what is the industry? When I say industry standard, I'm talking about payroll. So what is the industry standard ratio for a payroll pro to an employee? A, depends on the company's setup or needs. B, 1 payroll pro for every 250 employees. C, 1 payroll pro for every 1,425 employees. Or D, 1 payroll pro for every 2,500 employees.
Okay, we literally did these. You actually did the research, but I feel like it may have changed. So honestly, I'm torn here between C or D.
Really? Okay. You got to pick one, bro.
I got to pick one. Yeah. I want to go D then. 2,500. 1 pro C. For every 25. Is C?
According to Deloitte. Deloitte said that
the
standard right now is
it's still
1,425. But there was the caveat that they said, hey, it can depend on
the company's setup.
Right? But they do stick with that 1,425.
I thought about that too. So basically A is C, but A plays okay. I like it.
I'll be tricky with it.
No, I like it. Yeah, you did a good job. I like it.
All right, and then last but not least,
we got to hit our guess with this.
Yeah, number 3. What year was the APA, now Payroll Org, founded? So 1985, C, 1989, or D, 1980?
What's up, SRT? I think that's SRT. I'm going to say, 85. A.
B, 1982.
I was close. Damn it.
You're bro.
All right. No doubt. That's dope. I like that. We got to hit our payrollers with this. I was actually thinking of, have you seen the payroll pro from Papaya Globe? I think it's Lindsay Plum or something like that. She's doing she does like little clips and she does a pop quiz, but she's doing it on the global level for payrollers. So she's, what country has this, that, and the third compliance? And people got to guess what country it is based on the compliance for that country. So that's cool. Like we should do something like that for the states, do a stateside, what states do that. Yeah, some fun stuff out there. I love what payrollers are doing out there. I think we're the first on TikTok going live as we continue to break ground and set the trend and the standard for what payroll content providers should be doing. We'll continue to make history on our show with our guests, first on ever podcast. They come on payroll. It's about payroll first. So check that out. For folks that are listening live right now, if you're not in the payroll, what's up with Ricky Perry? What up? and you want to learn a little bit about your check, we also have a show called It's About Your Paycheck that we're going to switch to right after this. And I think we should just stay live while we switch and whatnot, and just let them see the back end. You actually, if you actually go live with us now, if we stay consistent with it, you could actually hear the show early, right? In real time, instead of the recorded, edited version that'll come out in a week from now, because what we're recording right now won't come out for another week. Where we at? 28 minutes. Oh, wow. We still are good on time.
Yeah.
We didn't get too heavy with content today because it's a season in review.
Holidays. Happy holidays to
happy holidays to everybody. Whatever you celebrate. Jor, what up, Jor? Yeah. So I think that's it.
That's it, bro.
We love you. Peace.
Peace.
Before we sign off, here are a couple quick things. Don't forget to follow It's About Payroll on LinkedIn and It's About Your Paycheck on Facebook and TikTok.
Thank you for being part of our payroll community, and thank you for being a part of this journey with us. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep going.